Okay, it's been a while. I really need to be more consistent at this. Anyway, welcome to a new video. I've done a lot of wheel of photography recently, so I thought I'd change it up and I'll tell you the story behind this photo. It was recently my birthday and I managed to get this mic, and I'm hoping the audio quality on it is good, but we'll just see. But without further ado, let's get into the shot and sort out my hair. Okay, so that's a bit better. Here we have the photo in Lightroom. As you can see, it is a wonderful photo of 2 days, which on first glance it just looks like one. And I love this photo, I really do. As you can see, I've ranked it as a 4-star photo, so it's not the best photo, but it is a photo to be proud of. This was taken in Tatton Park, which is relatively close to where I live, so it was a great time to just go out, just take some photos. Originally I wanted to take some photos of some male deer, some adult male deer, possibly of them fighting, like hitting their antlers together, but I couldn't find any on the day and instead found the fawns. This was taken at the start of August, I believe. I'm guessing maybe about the 7th, let's just see. So we have obviously the images here. All of these were taken on the same day. It was taken on the 2nd of August. So as you can see, at the very start of August. I hadn't took photos in a while, so I needed to go out. Quite like now, I need to go out and take some photos. But right now, I need to record this video. So I'll just show you some of the photos I was taking before this. Some of some birds, some really blurry photos. Don't know what happened to this bird just there, but you can see I first found these days. Oh, that photo failed. And then eventually I saw these days, these fawns which were running around. This is one of the photos which I edited, one of the other ones. All these photos are on my Instagram at Matthew Healy, so if you want to go check them out, you absolutely can. And here's the very first photo of what I got. As you can see, zooming in, this just looks like one day. Maybe, yeah, you can see the 4 antlers, so you know it is 2 days. And you can see the 8 legs. But just by looking, you think that's one day. And then they turned their head, and then they mirrored themselves, and it created a perfect shot. As you can see, we have this day here, which in the actual photo we have removed just by using the Photoshop AI tool, which creates a bit more negative space to highlight the main subject. My first reaction to this photo was actually, I need to get it. In fact, I nearly missed this shot. I was looking somewhere else. Then this happened. Obviously, you saw before, I wasn't even in frame properly, so I nearly ruined the shot because they're standing on the bottom of the photo, which isn't great, but then I moved it down and it was okay. So as you can see up at the top here, here's the setting. So I took this at 1/1600th of a second, just because animals are unpredictable. You never know when they're going to run, and before this, as you can see, they were running around, so I wanted to capture all the details. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll shake the head, who knows. It was f9. My lens is f4.5 to 5.6. On maximum I was on 400mm, so that would have been minimum f6. I had it on f9 just to capture a bit more sharpness, which I think turned out really well. Which is interesting actually, because in this raw file it doesn't look very sharp. However, in Lightroom, it's looking a lot better. Could be something to do with black and white, who knows. And then ISO 1000, keeping it relatively low. I have a Canon R6, so ISO 1000 is pretty much nothing. You could ramp a Canon R6 up to 12,000, 20,000, and it would still perform absolutely amazing. Now, as you can see, I went for a black and white edit. So you can see this is the after and this is the before. Really popping out them for the fawns. and making the photo look really nice. In fact, I will get it up on Instagram just here. Okay, so we have the photo on Instagram. As you can see, it doesn't really work, but you can see on the Instagram one, we did it in colour. It still captures a really nice photo. However, when I was looking at this originally, I thought this is possibly just a 3-star photo. I've tried it in black and white and it turned into a 4-star photo. You get the gist of it. Now let's go back to the photo. Okay, here it is. What I did is I chose the black and white manual. The tint temperature all the way down, saturation levels all fully down. Here are the masks which I used. As you see, quite a lot of masks. I went quite heavy into the masking. I kept the global sliders a bit more neutral, but down here to darken the grass here, bringing your attention up, that was just a remask so the feet didn't get affected. Add a little bit of a glow from above. So then the dodge and burn, so add a bit more shadows on the below and a highlight on the top, a vignette, subject selection. For this one, what did I do? Let's see. There you go. I increased the sharpness and the texture of it just to make it pop a little bit more. And then background selection, I actually decreased the clarity and texture, decreased highlights, shadows, increased contrast. Obviously all of that will make the subject pop more. I forgot what this is called, where you highlight the surroundings just around it, but I did that. And then I increased the sharpness here on the eyes. So that's the uncropped versus cropped. Didn't crop too much, but that is a photo. If I could choose to do this again, what would I change? I think, honestly, there's not much I could change because it was just all in the heat of the moment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you were taking this shot, how would you edit it? How would you have took the photo differently? Would you have gone for a different angle? Maybe you would have ran to the side to get a more of a face on angle. Who knows? Yeah, let me know in the comments. And let me know what you think of this video. I want to improve with every video I make. I understand these videos are quite boring. I'm still trying to learn how to do YouTube and all this stuff. So I hope the editing is fine. I hope I hope it's all interesting. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.